And I started the stream autofocus. Brilliant. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome along to the stream. The second Thursday night preview in a row, ladies and gents. I promise you, next week, we'll be back to Friday. It's just that last week's game coincided with my birthday being on the Friday. And then this one is a Friday night game, so it has to be on a Thursday. If this one seems a little bit more rushed as well, I am very, very sorry. I have a mock exam tomorrow. Yes! Camera is fixed. Hello, everybody. Welcome along. No longer blurry, Coxie. No longer blurry. My camera's had a few FS. Yeah, my God, man. Yeah. Friday Night Football. I'm looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to my first outing to Bramall Lane. I've never been. All the years I've been watching City, I've never been to Bramall Lane. And I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really, really looking forward to it. Right, I'm just going to address these comments now. Someone in my field block apparently saw you earlier. Saw you walk past my school. Right, I'll address that now. So, as you can see, here is my lanyard. I'm going to cover that up just in case. But what I'm about to say will give it away anyway. Basically, I am based at one site for every single moment of the week, apart from on a Thursday morning. That is when I go to a different site just for the morning to do an EPQ. And I have an hour's worth of EPQ session there. But today I got there, went on the college commission bus. It's calm. I get there, it's 9:30, and I have an email saying that my EPQ session is cancelled because said teacher is not in. Yeah. So at that point, I say to one of the heads of sixth form there, Miss, can I go home? After a bit of tempting and a phone call from my mother, she said, yes, you can go home. So I walked out of the site and down said street to where my mother was in the car. That's why. That's why I was there. I'll address that straight away. Okay, so let's get going this time. Hi, Ben. Hope you're well, pal. Evening, Brendan. Evening, Glenfish. Should I just call you Glenn? Yeah, I'll just call you Glenn. Evening, Glenn. Ben thinks we'll win 2-1. Oscar Brace. Ollie, mate, I'm not getting you the Stellas. I'm not getting you the Stellas, pal. Harry's there tomorrow. Fantastic story. Cheers, pal. And Coxie says, buzzing for Ebioe. His goal stats aren't great, but he's something we don't have. I also remember him playing versus us at Derby, and he was a handful, gave Fleming nightmares. He made his debut for Derby against us. Stella, it's all about the FS. A year ago today. Happy Adjunversary, Adjun Day. I'm not sure what we're going to universally call it, but it was a year ago today. I uploaded this video. Just let me find it. It was 6:10. 10 past 6 . 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6:10. 6 I was there eating my tea, and I get the notification that the takeover was complete on my phone. It was just a matter of time throughout that whole day. I had my Turkish flag with me at school. Yeah, man, it was good. We'll get the video up. What this will also show you is how much stuff has changed, right? So this is when my bedroom's getting done up. So where I am now is to the right, well, to my right as I'm sat in the chair, to the left of that screen. These cupboards here existed, but in this bit they were ripped out. I didn't have that cupboard there. Mate, this is nuts. And I'm so... Yes! It's done! 6:10 on the 19th of January, sure if you can hear this.
2021.
Wait.
Do not.
I'm wearing the same. I'm wearing the same jumper. That's by complete coincidence. I'm wearing the same jumper.
Forget that time. Do not forget that date.
Can I just say, yeah, I'm so glad I've changed barber. My hair now is so much better to my hair then. Let's compare, right? Now to then. It's night and day. It's night and day. Yeah, wow. Wow.
That is when Ajun bought the flags upside down, bought Hull City. Just before the game, I'm going to leave in about half an hour. Got to quickly get this recorded. Oh my God. Yes!
So I was pretty buzzing. Young Joe is a menace. It's only a year ago. The trim has had the same upwards trajectory as Hull City. Yes, it has. Jeff, you're right, mate. It's such an improvement. I look a lot better now. I look a lot better. Yeah, man. I can't believe it's been a year. I cannot believe it's been a year. That's incredible. That's absolutely crazy that it's a year. And what a whirlwind year it's been. On to our third manager, because we sacked one to bring in Ajun's man, and Ajun's man was shit. So we brought in Ajun's second man, who is actually pretty class. Oh, man, yeah, I'm buzzing. If you're going to start a reaction segment on your channel, can the next one be reacting to your 8-0 loss? Was your old cut a buzz cut? No, I just wanted it. I just, for some reason, wanted it really short. It still had length to it, and I could still sort of spike it up a little bit at the front. But now I am, I am in a much better position trim wise. On Sunday, no, sorry, Saturday, about 11 o'clock after I've just had a haircut. That's when I'm in my prime. That's when I'm in my prime. You know, Laura, she'll tidy this up. Short back and sides. Should we look at 8-0? I can't watch it. I can't watch it. It just makes me cry. Man, it's on 15k views now. It's on 15k views. Do we have to? Do we have to? I feel as though now Ashley's brought it up. I have to do it. I had long hair back then, now I have a buzz cut. Yeah, Ashley, look, you've brought it up, pal. I'm doing you a disservice if I don't show a little bit of it, aren't I? Come on, then. Is this going to be adverted? Yes, it is. Ads on the video! Come on! While that ad plays, evening Leo, McBurney is back. It'll be 2-2 from McBurney, Oscar, Louis Coyle. Right, is the advert gone? Yes, the advert has gone. Oh my God. Wait, is this? Yeah, look, this is another bedroom setup. So now it's all changed round. Against Wigan, it was getting ripped out, getting ready to be done up. And this, wow, 19 minutes. $19. Can you hear this when I'm going, by the way? Right.
Guys,
I wait 15 seconds to go in frame.
I'm just protecting. Oh, no.
No, right, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. I'm not even sure if you heard that, but that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. And we've played 15 seconds and I've only just started speaking. Nah, that's it. That's enough. No, we're not watching the full thing. We're not watching the full thing. First away day, missing in ages, but doing Stoke and Norwich. Back in the 70s, had shot back in Haystack. So that's reverse. Wait, so short back and Haystack, is that reverse mullet? Where this is all same length as this or similar, and this is just, and the back's just nothing. Just protecting myself from the virus that is Hull City's football, I said, Connor. My God. I'm not watching that. At some point, I know I will have to sit down and actually watch it, but that day is not today. I'm not prepared for that. I'm going to wait until a school holiday or something to do that, because I can't. I cannot, man. I cannot. But I can't take it off the internet because it's my most viewed video ever, and it's what got me where I am. It's a big part of why I am where I am. So it's staying. It's staying. I have to go full send and keep it. Anyway, team news. Liam Rossini has no fresh injury concerns ahead of the trip to Bramall Lane. Adama Traore, hamstring, is back in full training. Excuse me. But Liam Rossini is in no rush to get him playing games so that the injury doesn't reoccur. Don't want a repeat of what happened to Aliyah. New signing, Malcolm Ebiowi has picked up a minor knee injury at parent club Crystal Palace, but Rossini said he's a few weeks away from being available, but Rossini said it's, of course, not too serious. And now, Aliyah Sayad Manesh, hamstring. Salah Ulad Mhand, groin/pelvis. Nathan Baxter, ankle. And Demetrius Pelkas and Von Kerville, both knee, remain out injured. I have to say, the part where you and Peasant, Big Six fans complain about the problems with class, I hate that. Oh my God, man. I know at some point I'm going to have to sit and watch it for your entertainment, but like I say, that's not tonight. That's not tonight. Evening Douglas. I feel like going and watching it. No, stay till the end of this stream, mate. Who said they convinced me on an away date? Connor did. Connor did, Holly. Joe, you're confident? I'm sort of confident. It was great to see my late wife on the memorial last week. Hope that you're all right, Jeff, because it's stuff. Losing loved ones is tough, man, and it's great that the club have put together something like that, and it's great that it's a tradition they keep up every year, remembering those that are no longer with us, be it ex-players, ex-chairman in the case of Assam Alam and Christopher Needler, and most of all the fans. It's a very, very nice gesture from the club. I think I would start Connolly over Smith. Interesting one. Our strikers are only saving grace. I don't remember saying half the stuff in that video, man. I remember having a rant about the big six. I remember the opening. I remember getting lost as to who scored what goal and what they were like. But other than that, I don't really remember much. I remember because teachers ring me for this, man. I was talking to one of the heads of year the other day, and he said he was mentioning my Wigan video, and he said you're gonna have to take that down if certain companies want to get involved because coming soon. He said, what did he say? He said something along the lines, "We've got the money, but we won't bloody spend it, will we?" Like, really high pitched and screaming. And I said, in hindsight, we probably didn't have the money, did we? Went, no, we definitely didn't. But my thinking was Jared Bowen had just been bought for 20 million quid, but that probably wasn't all paid up front. But what was frustrating was all that money went to James Scott for £1 million, man. I love James. I love him. He's a lovely lad, and he replies to all my Instagram messages, bless him. But he just never seemed to hit the ground running, did he? Right, anyway, let's move on. Ref watch then. Excuse me. Oh my God. I'm so tired. I am so tired. I've only got one more mock exam to go, though. Come on. Referees Darren Bond, 2 liners are Philip Dermott and Richard Wilde. The 4th official is Sebastian Stocksbridge. We'll move on to stats. These are taken from our last game against Huddersfield, where possession, we battered them because they sat back for 60 minutes. So obviously passing. Look at those passes, by the way. Look at them. I'm happy with that. And then shots, yeah, but somehow they had more on target. That's the problem. We just don't get enough on target. But again, we'll have a look at crosses. 33 crosses. We get it forward, but look at that accuracy. 18%. And defensively, look, so many more. 43 Huddersfield clearances to our 7. If that doesn't speak volumes about the state of that game, I don't know what was. Replacing Grzycki and Bowen with Scott Samuelson and Bleeperson was a dodgy move, yeah. Any rumours on who the new keeper could be? I think it's Carl Darlow. This isn't from any inside intel or whatever. This is me putting 2 and 2 together. Rossini said he's been there, done it, experienced. And Darlow is allowed to leave Newcastle on loan. I think that has our name written all over it. But there's also Tom Heaton, who's allowed to leave Man United at the moment. And then we've been linked with that Urgan. Hang on, how'd you say it? Any Turks in the chat, please help me out. It's it's this guy. I think it's Urcan Jagar. I think that's how you say it in Turkish. But I know if he came, City fans would call him Agurkan Kake or something like that. But I think it's Urcan Jagiar or something like that. Urcan Jagar or something like that. Because the G on Durkan Sinik is silent. So I think it's Urcan Jagar. Because that I is a sort of half I in Adjun's name, which is Ilagella. So that's my theory. Definitely Darlow, he's a brilliant goalkeeper. But Rossini says new keeper come to push Ingram. Surely if we get Darlow, you'd start him. Well, he's got to earn his place. Whoever this new goalkeeper is, he's got to earn his place. And I think Matty has that spot pretty much nailed down at the moment. I know people don't like Matt Ingram, and I don't get the agenda, but I think he's brilliant. And when you look, he's getting better and better at passing out from the back game by game. I don't necessarily see a problem with him in goal. I think Tim Lottatala should have played in the FA Cup game. But other than that, I don't really see a problem with Ingram. He's made, 2 mistakes? And for Sunderland and Blackpool. The Blackpool one is the first mistake he's made coming out from the back. The only mistake he's made coming out from the back. And the Sunderland one, the mistake wasn't jumping because he predicted the chip. His mistake was not coming for the ball because he'd have won that 50-50 easily. He'd have won that 50-50, already got to the ball first, just sent it long or put it out of play, something like that. Matty, that was his mistake. His mistake wasn't the jump. Yeah, that's my thoughts. You know what? If we score first tomorrow, I can see us probably winning. We can be hard to break down when we sit back. This game could go either way. Sheffield United are on crazy form right now, but so are we. Someone else said Fabian Barthez. Yeah, it's going to be a mad game. Predicted 3-2 to City. I think new loan player away from Crystal Palace, Ebioe. Yeah, I think Malcolm will be brilliant. I outlined why I think he'll be brilliant in my video from earlier on, but we're not sitting watching a third video because, well, my God, I've just paused on a frame of that Wigan video. Oh my days. Protecting myself from the virus that is Hull City's football. Going on a rampage. Fuming. Absolutely fuming. Right through to the 19th minute. Yeah. The less said about that, the better. Because I'm proud of it, but I'm not proud of it. Imagine having to line up against Ebioe and Christie. That right-hand side is going to be dangerous. How long do I think Ebioe will be out for? I think Malcolm Ebioe's first game will be Stoke. That's at a guess. I'd say it won't be QPR, definitely. And it's definitely not Sheffield United. But Cardiff is a possibility, but more likely, I think Stoke, maybe. I might be chatting to Liam Rosenior in the next few weeks. So, if it's before he's fit, I will ask him if he can put a time scale on it. I'll leave you on that. When am I next doing a StreamYard link? Well, I think I'm going to prohibit StreamYard links a little bit from now on because the last time we had Astrid Wett's bare tits shown, and we also had oh yeah, how could I forget? We had the N-word this time last year. It's coming. Oh my God, it's coming up to the 1 year anniversary of the N-word stream. Ashley, coming up to a year, pal. Coming up to a year. I'm watching in chat, mate. I'm watching in chat for your thoughts on it. Almost been a year, and that year has gone so bloody quickly. My God. Sorry, yeah, I forgot about that. Lucas was up to his old tricks on the BBC. Yes. The match of the day prank. That was football heritage. That was absolute football heritage. That's incredible. That. Oh my God. I tell you what though, Gary Lineker handled it like an absolute pro. That's why he's one of the best in the business. Because he didn't let it get the better of, and he didn't let it get the better of him. But he also bantered about it as well. Yeah, Gary Lineker's one of the best in the business. I don't know what to say about that situation. Happy anniversary. Yeah, my God, that was an experience. If I was City manager, who would I sign and who would I sell? I saw Ashley said Deshaun Bernard. I'd be on board with getting Dish back. Ryan Porteous is another one. And letting go of players, well, let me get my list up. So I'd keep him. I'd maybe let Elder go. Cannon's gone. James Scott's on his way out already. And Vale has left as well. Thoughts on your brother Ryan Woods? Ginger icon. I'm stalling. Right, need to move on. Current for... Oh, no, I've been stuck on head-to-head battles for ages, haven't I? My God. I've just been sat with that running around the bottom of the screen. Right. Sheffield United, I believe, they typically go with a three-back under Paul Heckingbottom. And in the last game, their team looked like this. It was Wes Foderingham in goal. Their back three was... How can we forget? Anal. John Egan and... Where's John Egan? And Jack Robinson. Then on their wing backs were Jaden Bogle and... Where is it? Max Love there. Midfield three. I mean, well, he picks himself, does Sander Berger. Then they had James McCarthy on loan from Manchester City and Oliver Norwood accompany him in the middle. And then they had Ilman and Dye, who's nuts, and Billy Sharp, the skipper, up top. But Dan Jefferson trying to make a mark. Still got Ryan Brewster. McBurney, Leo said, was out injured. If he's back, he could be an asset for them. Got Tommy Doyle as well. It's a very, very, very good team. It's George Baldock's Greek. He's from South London. George Baldock's Greek. What? My most liked video, well, I don't know. Head Sheffield United have a few injuries. Let's hope. Greaves got at left back. Never getting Bowen again. True. Unpopular opinion. Ebio isn't good. Well, he did it in the Championship last year. He proved his worth, and Crystal Palace clearly quite fancied him. Reckon Elder should start tomorrow. I helped Oscar score on Saturday. Yeah, fair point. Right, let's move on. Let's move on now to current form, where we will start with Sheffield United. In their last 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So starting on Boxing Day, a win over Coventry, a win over Blackpool, a draw with QPR, beat Millwall in the FA Cup. We'll count that because it's a Championship team, and then beat Stoke 3-1. Yeah, they're obliterating everyone in their path. As for us, we'll discount our Fulham FA Cup games. It's not a Championship team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 home draws, all of a scoreline of 1-1, and 2 away wins. 1-1 draws at home to Sunderland and Blackpool before beating Birmingham 1-0 away, then Wigan 4-1 away. Then after the FA Cup game, we drew 1-1 with Huddersfield at home. The performances are there at home, but the results, the 3 points just seem to elude us. They just seem to elude us. League table, though, it's still fairly promising, I'd say. Burnley and Sheffield United are clear there. There's no doubt about that. Those two will go up automatically, and it's barely even a consideration anymore. But third down, I think anybody from 19th to 3rd could finish anywhere in this division. West Brom were bottom after, 6 games? They're 6th in the league. That has been a brilliant turnaround by Carlos Corberan. We're slowly creeping up the league, but we need to turn these home draws into wins, but we are unbeaten since the World Cup break. And we've only lost once under Liam Rosenior. Around the grounds then, Championship, Matchday 28. We are the first game tomorrow, 7:45 kickoff at Bramall Lane. Then 15 minutes later, Burnley kickoff against West Brom. At 12:30 on Saturday, Coventry face off against Norwich. Birmingham, that's the 12:30 kickoff. The 3 o'clock kickoff is Birmingham versus Preston. Then it's Blackpool versus Huddersfield, also at 3 o'clock. Bristol City, Blackburn Rovers. Cardiff City versus Millwall. QPR versus Swansea. Stoke City versus Reading. Watford versus Rotherham. Wigan versus Luton are the rest of the 3 o'clock kickoffs on Saturday. And then on Sunday, one game, 12 o'clock kickoff. It's the Teeswear derby, Sunderland versus Middlesbrough. Memorable match. Memorable match. I think you know what it's going to be. FA Cup, 5-3 at Wembley. Jobs are good 'un. Yeah, went behind early through Jose Baxter, but then levelled it. Well, we thought we levelled it just before half-time when Yannick Sagbo bagged a goal. Skugel made it 2-1 on the stroke of half-time. Then in the second half, we came out flying. Goals from Matty Fryer drew a goal from Matty Fryer. Drew it level at 2-2. Tom Huddleston and Stephen Quinn gave us a 4-2 lead. Murphy made it a little bit nervy towards the end with his goal in the 90th minute. But Dave Myler, my icon, my hero, wrapped it up in the 93rd minute to take us to our first ever FA Cup final. Our team that day, ignore what a lot of this says, because they're all in the wrong position. But it was Steve Harper in goal. The back four was now manager Liam Rosenior, with James Chester and Curtis Davis, two centre-backs. Maynard Figueroa with a left-back. The midfield three was of Tom Huddleston, David Myler and Jake Livermore, with Ahmed El Mohammadi on the right, George Boyd on the left, and Yannick Sagbo leading the line. The bench was goalkeeper Eldin Jakupovic, Alex Bruce, Robert Corran, Matty Fryer, Big Abdullah Fair, Sean Aluko, and Stephen Quinn. And last time out against these guys. 2-0 at the MKM. Ben Tete came off injured. Goals from Ollie McBurney and Sander Berger wrapped it up for Sheffield United. Our team that day was Matt Ingram in goal. Back three was Alfie Jones, Tobias Figueiredo and Jacob Greaves, with Louis Corral and Callum Elder the wing-backs. Midfield three of Ryan Woods, Regan Slater and Ozan Tufan, with Oscar Estupinian and Benjamin Tete starting up top together. The bench under Shota Avaladze was Nathan Baxter in goal. It was Nathan Baxter, the goalkeeper. Ryan Longman, Sean McLaughlin, Demetrius Pelkas making his debut, Tyler Smith, Jean-Michel Seri, and Cyrus Christie in what I believe was Shota Avaladze's last home game. That's just off the top of my head. Don't take it as gospel. Or did he have one more? No, Stoke was his last home game. Yeah. Okay, I got it wrong. Oh, there's a lot of chat comments. There's a lot of new comments. Still think we pass it around the opposition box too much. Need to keep it simple sometimes. Think versus Huddersfield, we had 4 players waiting in the box, but no one would cross the ball. That's 6 games. I'm going to assume you mean skipping the FA Cup one. Is there last starting 11? Everyone has in their last starting 11. Everyone has scored this season, but their goalkeeper. Wow. We keep catching teams when they're on new manager bounties. We never catch a team on a poor run of form. Can I come on for a little, mate? Fine if I'm a bit late. Well, I'm just about to wrap it up, Lewis. I'm sorry, mate, but I'm going to... I'm just about to wrap it up. I'm almost done, pal. I'm very, very sorry. Yeah, apologies. Ashley, I've just seen your... I've just seen your message from earlier. Okay, I'll conversate with you after that after the stream. Thanks for understanding, Lewis. Leo says, please forgive me, but I hope McBurney scores. Scott says, I do always remember Curtis Davis as a quality right midfielder, to be fair. Not looking good last 22 games. They've lost... The last 22 games, they've lost 2 against us. Well, you've segued it quite nicely there for me, Ollie. Because I was only looking at the last 5 in the record. But is it the last 22 they've lost twice? No, it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh my God. We've lost 33 times against them. But, right, last 5 were winless, but we drew at Bramall Lane last year. We beat them on penalties in the Carabao Cup. Beat them in the league. Lost to them in the league. Beat them in the cup. Beat them in the league. Yeah, it is a little bit grisly. We don't seem to have a nice run of wins anywhere against them. But our last 5 against them, we are winless. But this is the time to change that fact. This is the game. Well, we'll see. We'll see on that one. But, right, shared shirts. Harry Maguire. Sheffield United Academy made his pro debut for them in 2011. And that picture of him was taken in the FA Cup semi-final we played against Sheffield United. 166 appearances, 12 goals for the Blades. He left them in the summer of 2014, signed for us, was with us for 3 years. In his 75 appearances, he scored 3 times and only really started to get opportunities and hit the ground running under Marco Silva. And that was what propelled him to being the £80 million defender that we all know and love. What a guy. What a guy, Harry Maguire. What a guy. Right then, I'm just going to check that all of this is working. It should be. There shouldn't be any issues. There isn't. Right. My predicted team for this game then. In goal, Matt Ingram. Right back, Cyrus Christie. 2 centre-backs, Alfie Jones and Sean McLaughlin. At left back, Jacob Greaves, the captain. Holding midfield, Ryan Woods and John Michael Seri, with Regan Slater a little bit further forward. On the right, Greg Doherty. On the left, Ryan Longman. And up top, Oscar Estupinian. The bench, Timothy Lotta-Tyler, Louis Coyle, Tobias Figueiredo, Ozan Tufan, Tyler Smith, Benjamin Tete, and Aaron Connolly. I do think, though, there is potential Rosenior could go to the Diamond. I don't think Tete or Connolly will start yet. I think Rosenior is taking it game by game with them based on how they do in training and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I could maybe see him going to the Diamond that he's been experimenting with because, well, it saved us a couple of times, but it could be a nice way. It could be a nice way to just, switch games up a little bit at the end. And that could be the tactic that he goes for. No Tete, he won't risk it. He won't risk it. He says he's getting fitter and fitter, but I still don't think he'll risk it yet. Not just yet. Same goes for Aaron Connolly. I'm not on coach tomorrow. We're driving, but I am on coach for Stoke. And free travel is so nice, man. It opens up so many more doors. Predicted score, then. I'm half confident. I think it'll be 1-1 tomorrow. I'm quite optimistic because these are a very, very good team. And that's my optimism because they're a good side. And I believe we can go there, be defensively robust and get a point. And I would 100% take such. I would 100% take that point. Apparently, Sheffield United are out 3 defenders and rumours and Dye's injured. Interesting. Right then. Yeah, well, hopefully I'll see a lot of you around tomorrow. It's going to be a sold-out away end, almost 3,000 there. It's going to be hard to miss people because it's such a small away end. Thank you very much for tuning in to the stream. I'll see you all very, very late on tomorrow night and perhaps in the early hours of Saturday morning for the Matchday vlog. But for now, I'll see you later. Up the Tigers and goodbye.